The kitchen with Chef Nolan Tanner of Gold Street Cafe, one of my favorite eateries in the Duke City. Love that restaurant. So we're not baking anything today. We're making something pretty spectacular, though, right?
We are. We are making a tomato and basil bruschetta.
Bruschetta. Okay. So what do we do to make this dish?
We are using diced heirloom tomatoes.
Okay.
We have basil chiffonade here.
Mm-hmm.
We have minced garlic.
Okay.
We have Himalayan pink sea salt.
Wow.
And we have coarse ground black pepper.
Okay.
Salt and olive oil.
That's the biggest salt I've ever seen in my life. That's gigantic. Okay. And so you said that this is something we're just going to mix together, emulsify.
We do. We're gonna mix it together. Put a little balsamic vinegar in it.
Okay.
Emulsify some oil, and that's pretty much it.
And make it up. That's awesome. Fantastic. All right. Well, we're going to get the ingredients ready, but in the meantime, we're going to head over to Brittany with your tip of the day.
Thank you, Chad. I am back in the kitchen with Chef Nolan Tanner from Gold Street Cafe. Okay, first all, if somebody missed it, what are we making?
We are making a tomato and basil bruschetta.
Well, that sounds delicious. Okay, can we talk about these? We're having this little tomato. I'm learning a tomato lesson here. Tell everybody what you told me about these tomatoes.
These are heirloom tomatoes.
Okay.
These look different than your usual grocery store tomatoes because they,
Yes, they
do not
do.
have a genetic mutation that actually makes them red in the round.
Yeah.
So they're lacking that, and they grow a little
They're
bit more
lacking the
natural.
mutation.
They are lacking the mutation.
That's crazy to me. Yeah, because these are beautiful. I don't know why you wouldn't want to just keep them this way. Okay, so what is the first step in making this?
The first step actually is starting your bread. Right here we got a multi-grain bread.
Healthier,
And
okay.
we slice it up and we put some olive oil on it, salt, pepper, toast it in the oven.
Okay.
And that's our first step.
How long do you put it in the oven for?
You know, about 20, 30 seconds. Just depends
Oh,
upon
not
how
long at
long
all.
your oven is. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the second thing we do is
Okay.
we start with our tomatoes.
All right.
And we pour, this is about 4 tomatoes.
Okay,
right here.
4 of those tomatoes.
4 of those tomatoes.
Those
yes.
tomatoes are bigger.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we add balsamic.
All right.
And this is balsamic
Is it
vinegar.
okay? There are a ton of different types of balsamic.
This is just
which
a,
I've
just a
learned.
standard aged balsamic vinegar.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna add a few more ingredients when we head back.
We are.
But first, we're gonna look at your weather today here in Albuquerque.
All right, folks, we are back here. Kind of a cloudy start. We may have some lightning by the end of the day. We are back in the kitchen with Chef Nolan Tanner from Gold Street Cafe. And so we're not doing any baking. We're doing some mixing.
We are just doing some
emulsifying.
mixing.
Yeah, mixing it up.
Emulsifying.
What does that mean?
Emulsification is basically just blending 2 things that don't like to be blended together.
Okay.
And so we're making it so it mixes nice together.
Gotcha. All right. So we've got the tomatoes. Now, you were saying that, if I heard correctly, the difference in color is a genetic mutation?
Yeah, there's a genetic mutation actually in the tomatoes that make them like nice and round and red that you usually see in the store.
Really? Wow, I never knew that.
I know. I didn't.
That's
And then he was
crazy.
like, "Yeah, and did you know that carrots aren't actually orange?" And
I
was like,
did know that.
Oh.
I did know that.
Well, I
Sorry.
didn't.
All right,
Okay,
so the
Chef.
green one is normal, the red is a mutation, is that right?
No,
Or
these are all
opposite?
heirloom
These are all
tomatoes.
normal.
There are,
but the
all-
red circle ones
Uh-huh.
that we find, that we see.
Those are the
most
toxic
often.
Avengers of tomatoes. Gotcha. See, like it. All right. So we've got them. We got them diced up in here. What do we do?
We got them diced up here. We added some balsamic vinegar to them.
Okay.
What we're going to do next is we're going to add our seasonings.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got the pink Himalayan sea salt.
Now I've seen this a couple times. Why do you use that specific sea salt?
It's a lot better for you than iodized sea salt.
Really?
Okay.
Or regular salt. And
Okay.
it just tastes a little bit better.
Okay.
We got minced garlic here. We're going to add the minced garlic to it.
I love garlic.
We have basil. And this is basil chiffonade.
And this is basil.
And that is basil
This
too.
plant
That,
right here.
Basil chiffonade. Is that what you?
It is basil chiffonade. Chiffonade means little ribbons in French.
Oh,
I
fancy,
like it.
fancy,
Chiffonade.
fancy pants.
And then
You could have totally just gone with little ribbons of basil, but he got real fancy. with
That's
it.
exactly. That's the great thing about Gold Street Cafe is it's super fancy.
Yeah.
So, Chef, while you're mixing this up, talk a little bit about the restaurant for those that unfortunately have never been there, because it seriously is unfortunate if you live in Albuquerque and you haven't been to Gold Street.
we are located at 218 Gold, which is right between 2nd and 3rd Street. It is a quaint, nice little breakfast lunch spot. You know, a great place for brunch. We're open from 7:30 till 2 or 7:30 till 3
Okay.
every day, 7 days a week.
7 days a week. Okay.
Okay.
Now, is it when I go in there? It's not really like a reservation type thing. Sometimes you got to wait to be seated because it is very popular.
It is smaller too. You know, we don't only have like 20 or so tables in there, so
Yeah.
it's nice.
But you've also got that patio, which is gorgeous. We were
do
talking
have-
about earlier. It's such a great place to have breakfast.
We do have a nice patio
Yeah.
outside, and especially right now, you know, coming into fall, it's a great
Mornings are
place
just
to sit.
exquisite here.
It is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we've mixed in a bit of the what did we put in there?
We put in olive oil.
Olive
and
oil?
That was the emulsification process. Basically,
Okay.
just mixing it really fast and adding it really slowly, so it
Okay.
blends well and it
Do
doesn't
you
sit
use
on
a
top.
specific type of olive oil?
I like extra virgin olive oil.
Okay, what's the difference between that and
It's just
the
the way it's
other
been
olive
like
oils
cold
that
pressed.
exist? Okay.
It's the way they manufacture it.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
cold pressed and it's filtered through a couple times.
All
It's
right.
extra virgin.
Okay, so once it's mixed up or it's emulsified, I should say, what comes next?
Usually we put this in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Let it macerate a little bit.
Okay.
And then it's ready. It's pretty much done. Good to
Okay.
go.
Cool. So now, do we just put this on top of the breads that we do?
We do. We have our bread right here that's already been toasted and done.
Is that ready to throw
Are
the
we
stuff
ready
on?
to eat it now?
We
Yeah,
are.
it really is.
We
I'm
are.
trying to
trying
be
to get
polite,
to-
and Brittany's like, "Can we eat it, please? Go, I'm so hungry."
So what we're gonna do is get
Okay.
this slotted spoon right here,
Okay.
All right.
and we're gonna get some of this olive oil
Easy
and
killer.
this balsamic off there because that's not really what you're looking to eat.
Right.
You just want the tomatoes.
Right.
And we're gonna place it right on top.
Okay.
And right here I have a nice balsamic reduction. This is just balsamic vinegar that's been reduced.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay.
So-
So while Chad takes a bite of that, and I'm really jealous, can we talk about what you have over there?
I wanted to.
Right over here we have
Fine,
What is
give me
this?
this. You
These-
get that, I got this.
these are raspberry and white chocolate scones.
Hey, oh, Chad, you grabbed the wrong one. Tell them what other kinds there are.
We have green chili cheese biscuits right here.
Oh my God.
And we have blueberry and white chocolate scones.
This is still amazing. This is absolutely amazing. So on the breakfast menu, breakfast and lunch menu, what are some of the options that we can have? So we've got obviously these scones, but your kitchen can do a number of different things.
We do have daily specials too that we do. Every day is something different, something new, and we do
Okay.
it for a breakfast and lunch. We do have all the classic favorites like eggs Benedict and omelets, huevos rancheros, and then we have enchiladas and salads and things for lunch, and then your classic BLT and Albuquerque turkey sandwiches too.
The Albuquerque turkey is one of my favorite sandwiches there. It's absolutely fantastic. So 7 days a week, you open at 7 a.m. until 3?
And we open at 7:30 a.m. until
7:30.
3 o'clock.
Until
That's-
3 o'clock, okay. And for more information, folks, you all have a website online, is that right?
We do. It's goldstreetcafe.com.
Oh, yeah.
How is that, Chad?
This
This
is
is
amazing.
delicious.
Yeah. I made the right choice with the raspberries.
Okay.
But don't you worry, because you will be eating as well, my friends.
Chad's
That-
gonna eat all of the food.
That's right. I'm just gonna take this. No, I'm gonna take this. It's my food. It's mine. We'll be right back. The scones won't though, because I'm gonna go eat them.
Bye, Chad.
Bye.